Hello, welcome to a blessed life. The word I had for 2023 can be found in the book of Joshua, chapter 1. And it simply says, be strong, be bold, be very courageous, and to fear not. Now, 2023 is billed to be another difficult year, probably more difficult than 2020. But God expects us to be productive even in crisis. So no matter what difficulties you may be faced with, or no matter what difficulties may be coming in the following months, don't put down your tools, especially during crisis. There's something God is able to accomplish with you. And so I'd say this morning, use what you have in your hands. God has given us gifts and talents. He's given us creativity, and He has given us time within which to put these gifts and talents to use. He has given us our breath, He has given us strength, and He's given us a working mind. And so use what you have, and the rest of what you will need will be found along the way. Sometimes we want to get all the resources we need together before we start. But the truth is, we may never have everything we need at the same time. And so if we're waiting for certain things to be ready, we may end up wasting time. We may end up wasting our resources. We may end up missing key opportunities, and it will affect us or how effectively we are able to employ our gifts and talents in the future. So my suggestion this morning is start now. Whatever gifts and talents the Lord gave you, whatever desires you have, begin now. Yes, the starting point may not be perfect, but you wouldn't know how good you can get if you do not start now. Begin badly and correct along the way. Now, there's this experiment I read about not too long ago, and there were two groups. One group were told to produce pots. Now, they would be graded based on quantity, not the quality of pots they produced. That group immediately started work. So they were creating clay pots. They didn't care how badly the products were. But as time went on, as they kept on, they improved. And so they began to create better looking pots. Now, the second group were to be graded on the basis of quality. And they were just going to be graded by one pot, the quality of one pot. And so they started to theorize, to plan, to conceptualize. They did all that on paper. But when the time was up, the first group were found to have created or produced a lot of pots and with increasing quality. But the second group had done nothing. All they had been planning, overthinking, procrastination, theorizing. That was just it. There was no product to be graded. And my conclusion is that when we are waiting to get better at what we do before we start, we may end up getting into perfectionism. Now, perfectionism leads to procrastination, and procrastination will ensure that we don't even do anything at all. And so procrastination will keep our gifts and our talents hidden simply because we were trying to get to a certain level of proficiency before starting. So I'd like to encourage us today, start. If it's a YouTube channel you think you should start, please do. You may not get it right, but once you have started, you'll be able to improve. Whatever it is you want to do, if it's writing books, if it's starting a blog, whatever it is, you're going to have to start and improve along the way. You can never improve when you haven't started. It is in starting that you will find some bottlenecks that need to be resolved. And so I'll encourage you today, start what it is that you desire to start. Do it now. Thank you for listening.